Did Crusader states use Jizya and Dhimmi status? Have you ever wondered how the Crusader states managed their diverse populations during the Crusades? This question leads us to the practices surrounding taxation and religious status for non-Christians. The Crusader states were established in the Levant after the First Crusade and included a mix of Christians, Muslims, and Jews. The ruling elite were primarily European Christians, but they governed a population with different faiths and traditions. In this context, the local Muslim and Jewish communities were generally allowed to continue practicing their religions, but with certain restrictions. One of the key aspects of this governance was the imposition of a tax similar to the Islamic jizya. This tax was traditionally levied on non-Muslims under Islamic rule as a form of tribute. It provided protection and exempted them from military service. In the Crusader states, this tax served a practical purpose. The Crusaders were often outnumbered by the local populations and needed their cooperation and economic contributions. By allowing Muslims and Jews to maintain their religious practices, the Crusaders adopted a relatively tolerant approach. They imposed a tax that resembled jizya, recognizing the need for stability and support from these communities. This arrangement also reflected a form of protected status similar to dhimmi. Under this status, non-Muslims were acknowledged as protected people who paid the jizya in exchange for security and religious freedom. However, it is important to note that the Crusader implementation of these policies was not strictly based on Islamic law. The Crusader states developed their own legal frameworks, such as the Assizes of Jerusalem. This system combined European feudal law with elements adapted to local customs. It regulated the rights and obligations of various communities, including taxation and religious freedoms. So, yes, the Crusader states did impose a tax comparable to jizya on their Muslim and Jewish subjects. They also recognized a form of protected status similar to dhimmi. This was part of a practical governance strategy to manage a religiously diverse population. It ensured economic contributions and relative peace, reflecting the realities of ruling in a multi-faith environment during medieval times in Europe and the Near East.